Hello, everybody. My name is Angela Sahagun of One Mindful Breath. And today I'm introducing to you this program that I've developed over many years called In My Full Power. Now, the reason why you're watching this video at this time is likely an invitation, or you've had this calling for quite some time of like, man, I need to get my shit together around money. So this is something that I've been doing for myself personally for many years. And my cycle and my progress around it has only gotten better. So know that what I am teaching is exactly what I do for myself and what I teach all my clients. In addition to that, I have over 20 years of bookkeeping experience in my lifetime, and with my upbringing I actually had a lot of very wonderful influences that work, individuals that work for finances, excuse me, here I am not speaking well, but they did taxes and bookkeeping and payroll. So with that, I actually grew up in environments where that was very natural. And because of that, there is this sense of confidence and second nature to me around those sort of things. Now, who am I and what the heck am I doing? So, I am a mindfulness practitioner. I am a coach. I am an intuitive. And in ways, I would identify as someone that holds healing space. I'm a very, very experienced in holding space for others. And to further elaborate, I have been present when people are on their way to passing and holding space for families, in addition to being present when a person is taking their last breath. So there is this comfort around breath and life and the cycles of life and living. With that, I've integrated it with my healing practices around mindfulness meditation, Reiki, and other modalities with my accounting and bookkeeping and business consulting practices. And over time and in many conversations with clients and friends and community members, I hear some of the same common things. Um, Money gives me anxiety. I don't like opening up my bank statement or going on the app. When it comes to tax season, I don't even know what to do. I give it to my mom, or I give it to this person, who I just give them all the paperwork and they take care of it. So these are some of the very common things here, and many people actually go through these uncomfortable feelings. And I think part of this course is to let you know that you're not alone. Where I come in, because this is very much second nature to me, is this is part of my life purpose journey in shifting mindset around money, in our relationship around money, and transferring or transforming it with every single interaction that I have with people, in hopes that it can become a practice for them where they feel empowered because they have education around it. And when it affects one single person, every single transaction changes. In addition to that, I have the belief system that um, every single interaction, especially when it's mindful and really full of intention, has the ability to ripple out. So although you might be one person on this planet, know that your one simple activity and transaction that is done mindfully and with intention and purpose can ripple out and affect all sorts of individuals in so many different ways. In addition to changing our mindset around money and finances and the relationship around all of those different things, I feel it is very much a calling for me to change work and lifestyle balance. So many of us have an employer, And um, they always talk about work-life balance. And what does that even mean? Well, work-life balance, if you leave it up to the employer, they're not going to give it to you. Just be like, when are you available? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you working more? Why aren't you doing this? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Myself personally, I've been self-employed for over 10 years. And here and there, I'll take on a, in quotes, regular job. When I say regular job, I'm referring to paychecks, receiving a paycheck and being an employee. But overall, I have been working independently as a freelancer, wearing multiple different hats, and I very much enjoy it. So because I've designed this lifestyle for myself to be able to sustain myself, it has given me the opportunity to relocate, to spend my time the way I want to. It means that I can garden one day and not feel guilty at all. It gives me the ability to mix in things that I find pleasurable, such as going for walks with my community and finding out what their needs are in their community, and see how it is the things that I do can assist them, and vice versa. And guess what? For the most part, because I've designed my lifestyle over a span of years, I financially get paid for it. And this means that you too can do this. Now, where this program comes to play for you is very much people think that things can be fixed in an instant. There's this quick result sort of mentality that marketing, I'm going to mention just marketing thinks that that's just how it works. And in reality, they're just trying to sell something to you. But what this is a year-long course. And the reason why it's a year long is it takes practice. It takes practice to revisit a task over and over and over in a mindful way, so that what you're working with right now in this present moment, if you look at it 3 months later or a year later, you will definitely see the progress. Now, where I was 5 years ago, nowhere close to where I am now. Where I was last year, definitely nowhere close. So know that every single thing that you do, there is a progress and process, and it all matters. So what is this class? In My Full Power, what the heck is this going to do? This will empower you to be more comfortable in accounting and bookkeeping terminology, so that if you have a business already, you've only increased your mindfulness practices around money. You also have the ability, if you haven't yet, or if you're exploring that idea, of creating your own business. And so you will have the tools to be able to apply into real life practices that end up benefiting you over time. So here we are planting a seed, and I like to refer to a lot of organic, natural things that we do as human beings. So you'll hear me say things like, are you breathing? Have you gardened, or have you tried gardening? And what does that look like for you? So this course is over a span of 4 quarters. The very first quarter, we focus on expenses. 3 solid months on expenses. The second quarter, we focus on income and generating abundance into our life. The third quarter, we focus on assets and liabilities. What are assets? Assets is like having a vehicle or a house or your bank account or cash. Those are all assets. Liabilities are credit card debt, student loan debt. You hear this common word, debt. And the fourth quarter, we focus on equity, going into equality. And the only way that we can shift our economies locally and ripple out is if we have an understanding of where we financially stand. So after these 4 quarters, you essentially have created for yourself your net worth statement, meaning that you have more information to empower you to make financial decisions and making sound financial decisions, that you can design and plan where you see yourself financially in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, however far and forward you want to go, or however deep you want to go, right? So 4 quarters, and we meet for 30 minutes, either virtually live like this, or it's a recording, which you'll receive via email. We meet, the class always begins on a solstice or an equinox. So we always begin at the beginning of a season, and we meet every full moon and new moon after. It's for 30 minutes long. There are assignments, and there's also the options for pulse. What is pulse? It's essentially checking your pulse. And what we do is you schedule a 15-minute appointment with me. You tell me, this is what I'm going through. I don't know how to work with it. And I assist you. So know that you are not alone in this process. In addition to that, know that where you are as an individual, you're just one individual. But you also bring with you your ancestors. You bring your parents, your grandparents, people you haven't met or even thought of, but people that are already in your embedded DNA. You bring culture and language, food, all sorts of rich, enriching ideals and practices. And so at times when we feel overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, in fear, aversion of things that, like, I don't want to deal with this right now, know that you aren't alone. So I mentioned yourself, who's strong and empowered. You have me as your ally. You've got your ancestors. And also know that there's going to be others who are also experiencing this on their own. There is also previous groups who have participated in this program already. And so their experience is a testimony that this practice works, in addition to myself. So if you are interested in taking this course, please do sign up. I'm really excited to work alongside you, and it is an honor and pleasure. Again, my name is Angela Sahagun of One Mindful Breath, and thank you and welcome to In My Full Power. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much.